Yo, Dr. Marcus here. I thought I would just touch base with you while I'm cutting some onions for my bolognese with a very blunt knife. So this week's episode 29, is all about why you feel sad in the darker months, and we're reflecting on the seasons changing. Apologies if I cry. Actually, yeah, this time I am sorry if I cry. I didn't mean to cry. What am I saying? Basically, we talk about here in England how it's getting darker very quickly. It's like 5:36 now. It's already pretty dark outside, and why that impacts our mood and what that does to our mood. We go into like the biological side of it, which is really interesting. I love in terms of like the neurobiology and the circadian rhythm and all those things. And then we look at the environmental, the evolutionary side as well. And yeah, we really unpack sort of how that impacts us as well. We're two people who love the sun, love the summer, all of those things. So both thought it was important to talk about because it's something that we find difficult in terms of a transition. Even though there are reasons that the winter months are harder on our brain, and that's shown through many decades of scientific evidence, it does not mean we need to be defeatist or have a loss mindset. This is the time for growth. It's the time for recuperation, rest, living your best sort of cozy life and having that good time. It's different from the sun. It's different from the summer, yes, of course. But let's not have a lost mindset. Let's go into it with a growth mindset. And in recording this episode, I really just reminded myself of that because I'm someone who, like I say, misses the sun and misses those summer opportunities, and can find myself like letting the days go by without necessarily seeing someone outside of the house or, doing exercise outside of my running or whatever it is. And actually, all of those things, because it's darker, just fall by the wayside. And from our conversation, I know that I'm going to be really intentional going into this winter with making the most of the darker months and using it to do what it's there to do. But also not just letting the days pass without actually being intentional and making the most of those days. It's easy to sit inside, it's easy to sit in the darkness and just not get up in the morning and go for a walk because it's dark and it's dreary or, it's drizzling or whatever. But if we can be intentional with making those days count and finding the joy in those days, that's what I'm going to do. And I actually really appreciated having that little check-in with Charlie as we're embarking upon this new season, because it has really allowed me to solidify in my brain what I want to do with the next few months. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. I'm going to carry on making my bolognese.